Hello and welcome to 5 Minutes for 4 Weeks, a series in which I live stream myself practicing a song for 5 minutes a day for 6 days a week for 4 weeks, totaling 2 hours of practice time spread across 24 sessions to show what is possible with albeit short, consistent practice, and hopefully inspire the viewer to take on tasks perhaps as daunting as well. Today is day 24 of Hearts I Didn't Want to Need You. I've been practicing this piece for, actually I can move the camera a bit. I've been practicing this piece I'm pressing this piece for an hour and 55 minutes. In the next 5 minutes of playing, I have been playing the first 8 measures of the piece. I've been able to play the first measure, the first 6 3/4 measures, and that 1 through 6 3/4, and I've been able to play measures 5 through 8. I've not yet been able to combine them in their entirety, so I'd like to try to do that today. That's what I want to do in the coming 5 minutes of playing. Once that's over, I'm probably going to try to play it, or once I'm able to do it okay on keyboard, regular piano sound, I want to try to play it with the guitar sound, because although this piece does have a keyboard line, the arrangement I have is for the guitar, even though it's a piano book, so go figure. Yeah, okay. Hi, Mom. Thank you for joining. Quotation of the day is, there's only one love, but there are 1,000 different versions. There are some really good quotations in here, then there's ones like this. I'm like, I wish this didn't land on a day 24, because this one just doesn't make much sense. I guess they're saying that there are 1,000 different ways for people to express love. It's all the same love, which I don't agree with that per se. So whatever. Okay. Ready to begin. I already did sound check. Pulling the song back up. I'm playing at 100% speed, yeah. Moves closer. Okay. Let's get this out of the way, and here we go. I'm gonna mute myself, the mic. That might have been correct. I'm not sure. I'll try again. Okay, that was good. I'll try that now with the guitar voice. Pause the timer while I find a guitar. I forget which one I did last time. Maybe actually listen to the piece and see what kind of guitar it sounds like. Classic distortion. And the lyrics, obviously, that I'm playing aren't a guitar, but it's hard to change the voice in the middle, especially from this position. Let's get, where do we go? Bass? How that was fast. Let me go to the next guitar set. Here we go. That's nice. That's not it. That might work. So this, let me hear the piece. That's probably the closest. That's pretty close. It even has that like ethereal openness. Similar to 231 or similar. I like this. It sounds almost vocal, so I'm gonna go with this one. It's harder to play because there's that decay, so it throws me off a bit sometimes. Let's see what I can do though. Totally thrown off. I'm pausing this timer because it's about to go off. But yes, I go straight for that's 231, and then I hit this. So that could work. It's not the best voice, but that's the best I can probably get to in time. It sounds so baroque. Yeah, it sounds fun. So I have to change. Heidi, thank you for joining. So how much I have to do it then? The time is. So I have to hit it then. Let's try to do this. I'm lowering the volume a bit. I don't remember. I'm not remembering. That was right. Coming in too early. Is that the right chords? Yeah, okay. All right, that's probably as good as it's gonna get. I think that was good. I think that was fun. Probably there's a delay. Let me see. Oh, it sounds okay. Cool. Nice. That was fun. I wish I didn't want to do that kind of, I don't know, it's like a church choir kind of sound. It's which I like, but just in this instance, it doesn't really match the. It doesn't match Heart's the voices of Heart, but whatever. That was fun. That was fun. This is the farthest I've gotten in a piece. I mean, it's every page is like. Actually, this is the least far I've gotten. It's funny. It's far in terms of how far into the verse I've gotten, because it was the first 4 measures of the verse. So most of the other pieces, it's just the first measure. So it's the farthest in that point. It's the least far because I haven't even finished the first page. Usually I do finish the first page, but it's not a contest, and it sounds great, and I'm glad about that. And then I was able to do this in 2 hours, minus the, what do you call it? But the guitar part, I did after the 2 hours were up, but that sounded fun. Looking forward to the next 2 pieces. I have an idea what the next piece I'm doing is on guitar. I think I'm going to do a guitar piece. Pretty sure. I have an idea what it's going to be, but I'm not sure yet, so I don't want to announce it. And then after that, I plan on going back into Heart. This is a really fun book. So, Haley, this is dedicated to you as well as to Sarah. Thank you for selling me this book all the way from the UK. I'm definitely getting my use out of it. It is this is the favorite album of movies already. Brigade is the favorite album of me and Haley. I got the matching yarmulke, so thank you for that. And then I can close the book and we can see it in all its glory. I feel like, what's bigger, this or a vinyl? Vinyls are 12 inches. The vinyls are all over there. Let me see. It's just the same size as a vinyl, basically. It would just be wider. That's interesting. Anyway, thank you everyone who joined. Hope to see you all again next song, which I plan on starting on Sunday, 7:40 a.m. Eastern Time. A reminder that there is a link available in the description section with a list of songs from which you can make requests. Wishing you all a great day and a great weekend. To those celebrating, Shabbat Shalom, and tomorrow's July 4th. I don't plan on, it's not just July 4th, it's the 250th anniversary, so that's pretty cool. You know, that's big, that's nice. I got my flag hanging here. I gotta replace that. But this flag's been here for a lot of my streams. So wishing everyone a happy 4th, all the Americans out there. And just in addition to celebrating, just be appreciative. I want to pull up a quotation by John Adams. Here we go. And it's in here. I'm on the stream. Hey, thank you for joining, Piano Seeker. I didn't see. I already had the end scream up, and then I was about to pull up a quotation. I don't know if you're in the U.S. or not, but tomorrow is the our semi-quincentennial, so 250 years. So I was about to pull up a quotation just about the importance of the day. Yeah, this is a I don't know how much of the stream you caught. Basically, it's a series of me practicing. So day 24, I do for 24 days, and then I change the piece. Day 24, if you happen to join, I played fairly well. So it was only the first 8 measures of the piece, but that's what I was able to do in 2 hours, 5 hours a day. Sorry, 5 minutes a day times 24 days is 2 hours. So if you call me on day 24, great. If you catch me on day 1, not so great. But I do plan on doing day 1. I do it Sunday through Friday. So the next piece I plan starting on Sunday. It'll be a guitar piece probably, if you're into that also. Otherwise, every month I've been switching off. So I've been doing pieces from Brigade, from Heart. So I plan on doing another Heart piece in basically 4 weeks from Sunday. So you can check out some of my other stuff. If you're curious, I would say go to my channel and search 24, because that brings up all the day 24s, and you can see what I've been able to do. I'm curious to see what you've done also. Here we go. So this is the quotation. Basically, when we think about July 4th, we think about barbecues, we think about sales, we think about celebration, but it's more than that. Here's a quotation from John Adams. This is actually about July 2nd he's referring to, which was the day that it was voted to sign. They signed the Sun Declaration 2 days later, but still the concept of voting for independence. He wrote, I believe it's to his wife, letter from John Adams to Abigail Adams, July 3rd. Had a declaration. Okay. Here we go. I am apt to believe that it will be celebrated by succeeding generations as the great anniversary festival. It ought to be commemorated as the day of deliverance by solemn acts of devotion to God Almighty. It ought to be solemnized with pomp and parade, with shows, games, sports, guns, bells, bonfires, and illuminations from one end of this continent to the other, from this time forward forevermore. It's just a beautiful quotation. It's the before we had internet. It's like in the movie recently, Brooklyn's Finest. I saw the line. Someone said the line about Giuliani didn't clean up the streets, TV and something else did. Basically, TV has taken. Yeah, it can prevent people from causing crime because it's giving them something else to spend their time with. But it also TV, internet, smartphones, social media, all these things take away our time from other things, including time to think and to be creative. It's not to say that these things can't help us in certain regards, but overall, looking at someone writing this in 1776 compared to 250 years later, the devotion that people had and the recognition and the gratitude was amazing just to see someone like that. So I actually want to print this out. And because at my synagogue tomorrow we're having a celebration, so definitely they should be hanging. And what else did I want to check? Oh yeah, it just reminds me. This quotation reminds me a lot of the Book of Esther. There's a very similar line because it's not about independence, but pulling it up. Basically, they were able to win a war, and then it was to. So it's funny because this was before the war, the U.S. This was after the war. Chapter 928. I might be combining two different chapters. I think it's the same chapter. Yeah, verse 22, and this is verse 20. Okay. There we go. So basically, it's very similar to this one. Basically, therefore, do the Jews of the villages that dwell in the unwalled towns make the 14th? It says for the 13th. And on the 13th day of the month Adar, on the 14th day of that same, they rested and they made it a day of feasting and gladness. And it talks about the ones who live in dwell cities, also day of gladness and feasting, and a good day, and of sending portions one to the other. Mordechai wrote these things and sent letters unto all the Jews that were in the provinces of the king Ahasuerus, both nigh and far, to enjoin them that they should keep the 14th day of the month Adar and the 15th day of the year, day yearly. The days wherein the Jews had rest from their enemies, and the month which was turned unto them from sorrow to gladness, and from mourning into a good day, that they should make them days of feasting and gladness, and of sending portions one to the other and gifts to the poor. And then, so that's the what should be. That's corresponds to what shall be done. And then, that these days should be remembered and kept throughout every generation, every family, every province, and every city, and that the days of Purim should not fail from among the Jews, nor the memorial of them perish from all their seed. So it reminds me very much of that. And this was it's not 2,500 years earlier. It was 2,250 years earlier or so, because it was 250 years earlier than now. The John Adams, but it's 2,000 years later. Very similar quotation. So just in addition to thinking about our the barbecues and the sales and celebrations, remember it was the start of a war, and a lot of people gave their lives for the country. So that was let's remember them as well, and just remember everything that had to fall into place, God's providence, etc., that allowed for such a concept for an offspring of Britain to gain independence of such a large land. Tomorrow is a celebratory day. There is a small somber element to it. There's a serious element to it as well, and there is a gratitude element. So there's a lot to think about tomorrow. So hope you all have a good Fourth. Hope you all have a good day. And for the rest of the people in the world, hope you all have a good day. And for anyone else celebrating, have a Shabbat Shalom. Everyone have a good day and a good weekend. And as always, until next time and beyond, keep practicing.